writers shouldn't worry too much about this stuff if you really have integrity.
Yeah, no, until AI can get overworked and divorced and have a drinking problem, we're going to be fine.
That's a great way of looking at it. That's a very quotable clip, which is, until we get the murder bot,
Yeah.
That terrific story by Martha Wells, which really catapulted her career. Martha Wells was writing for decades, and she did even some of the Star Wars kind of ghost writing kind of serials. And then I think she was ready to quit. She was over it. And then Murderbot just kind of appeared to her, this sarcastic killing machine that was just over it. And that really took off for her. And I think it took off because it is this combination that we're talking about. It's the AI entity that really just wants to have a shot of bourbon and a cigarette. So we'll see how that shakes. I think that's Apple TV show. Speaking of repurposing, I think they've redone that with Peter Sarsgaard. Remember they used to make fun of him on Saturday Night Live? He was hanging out with pirates. It's Peter Sarsgaard, and they'd ask him why, perchance, he's hanging out with pirates. Oh, that was good stuff. But anyway, I don't think AI is as big a deal as people make it out to, especially for creative souls who really give a shit.
And another concerning thing to me is people are too ready to call something out as AI when they're not sure. And that kind of can almost be a scarlet letter.
Yeah, like a cancel culture kind of thing. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like if you M-dash, you're guilty.
I M-dash all the time. I love the M-dash.
I love M. I've been using M-dashes for decades. I love the M-dash. And then there were great examples.
Earliest stuff, there's M-dashes, and that was years before AI could have told me to do it.
Yeah. Look at Thomas Pynchon's Mason-Dixon, which is like its homage to 19th century writing, and it's got tons of capitalized nouns like the old German.
Yep.
It's loaded with ampersands and M-dash comma, right? All over the book. So you can't say Pynchon was using AI
exactly. So
in the early 90s. Get out of here, right? So a lot of people are doing that witch hunt kind of stuff.
Exactly. And I think that's dangerous. I mean, if you leave AI fingerprints all over something and it can be definitively proven it's AI, then there's an ethical consideration there. But I would be very hesitant to brand somebody's writing out, well, it feels like AI to me. It's like, well, AI trained on the literature that's out there. So you're not seeing necessarily plagiarism. You're seeing what AI drew its source material from. And we've all
artifacts.
Artifacts
and fossilized curios of other writers, other creative. AI didn't make the shit up. It basically, they chopped up the internet into tokens, assigned weights, right? And then does matrix math in the transformer engine to connect it, just like autofill for Google, in a much more sophisticated. It's predictive.
Yes.
So, but it's very convincing.
Yes.
It does a pretty good job. That's why you got all those data centers to crunch all those permutations, like quadrillions of iterations of everything that humans have barfed out over the last few centuries. So it's impressive technologically. But to your point, it's not anything that people haven't done, just kind of reconstituted.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
It's basically like it's like a really good librarian in a really big library. So it's not writing its own books, but if you want to find a book about 10th century cooking techniques, it knows exactly what shelf to go to. And so it's
or if you're writing a novel with 10th century cooking techniques in it, what might take you several days and a few dozen books, you do with a few prompts, which is, hey, chatty bro, reenact a cooking scenario from the 10th century, and bloop, there it is. So if that rocks your boat and you want to concentrate on other things, namely characters and situations and expressing your lived experience through your art, then maybe you have more time for that. I don't know. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.